testimony because what Pat was saying is I've got to add on to that a little bit. Yesterday, there were supposed to be 8, 10, 12 churches that were supposed to go out to Carriage Mobile Home Park because the Lord has given us an opportunity to go out there and establish relationships and minister to people, and we've been going out for the last couple of years. Well, yesterday morning, we were supposed to get there at about 11 to start setting up, and then we were supposed to be with them and love on them for the next couple hours after that. Well, my buddy went out at 10, and the property manager said, "I'm sorry, you can't come out today." She really didn't give us a reason why, and we couldn't make sense of it. And so it's 10 o'clock. We've got people supposed to be getting there at 11. And so my buddy calls me, and he's like, "Hey, man, it's a no-go. Not really sure what to do." And I was like, "All right, man, you know, I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever happens is going to happen." And so he calls me back about 20 minutes later, and he said, "Well, hey, man, we're going to pivot. And instead of going to Carriage today, we're going to go to Canoe Creek Apartments down on the south end." Now, keep in mind, we've never been there. We don't know anybody there. We've not been invited. We have not planned anything. And so immediately, the door opens for us to go there. And so we call all our friends and all the different churches and all the different servants and all the different people that are going to be there. And they end up shifting and going over to Canoe Creek. So we go to Canoe Creek yesterday. And so we get there and we realize something real quick. We realize in a moment that these are Haitians. These aren't look, I'm going to be real with you. These aren't some rednecks from the trailer park. We can't communicate with them verbally. They know like 3, 4 different words. That's about it. They're talking amongst themselves. We can't communicate with them. So we're trying to go around and knock on doors and invite people to come to people that we can't communicate with. You ever been in that situation before? It's a little challenging. So God put us in a situation where we could not preach the gospel with our words. Instead, we had to do it with our service, and we had to do it with our love, and we had to do it with our peace, and we had to do it with our joy. And you know what happened? Everybody there got to experience the peace of God. Everybody there got to experience the love of God. Everybody there got to experience the joy of the Holy Spirit. Because when the church comes, goodness comes. When the church shows up, love shows up. When the church goes, the goodness and the mercy and the joy of God follows them. Yesterday looked a little different than we thought it was going to look. We had no idea what was going to happen, but God still made a way anyways. It doesn't matter what you're going through. If you're going to trust Jesus, I promise you, He's going to take you right through it, and He's going to make it better than you could ever imagine.